Question 1430. A brain bug has arrived on Earth and taken control of all spiders and insects.
Oh my God!
How would you destroy them all?
What, the spiders and insects?
I think I might be the best person on the panel to answer this, maybe. But
What?
I don't know. Is there anyone else?
No.
A rather large shoot.
Shoot.
Why would we want to? Why would we necessarily want to?
Because they're going to kill us.
What? Why? Is Brainbug a dictator now?
Yeah. Is he a benevolent dictator?
No and no. Okay, firstly, it's not brain bug, it's a brain bug.
Not a brain bug, not the brain bug.
No. Right. Apparently, we've been trying to take over their planets.
And no one wants to talk about that, though.
No one wants to talk about
Isn't this the plot of Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yes, pretty much. Right, so the point is they sent a brain bug to Earth, and it's taken over all our spiders and insects.
And that's what established the Church of Scientology.
Are you asking what would we do or what should we do?
How would we destroy them all?
Well, get a can of
we
rain.
would destroy them all.
We'd probably poison them, and in the same way destroy most of the ecosystem of the planet.
Yeah, but you get rid of the bugs.
Stupid.
I don't know that we would win that.
No, I know.
We don't have nearly as much biomass or reproductive capabilities that they do. If the insects wanted
You have to find the brain bug to kill it.
Yeah. If the insects wanted to take over the world and kill all humans, I don't think we would stand much of a chance.
There are more ants than there will ever have been humans.
We need a very, very large bug bomb.
There's more ants on the planet right now than humans that have ever been on the planet.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be fair, it takes a lot less effort to make an ant.
And they're making plans.
And they can disarm all our electronic stuff. They can make it impossible for us.
Maybe what we need to do is like forge a common and form an alliance with the ants to fight off the common enemy in this situation.
Right, firstly, Jen, what did you say?
Sorry, I was quoting War of the Worlds. Paraphrasing it, actually. Mine's infinitely smaller than our own.
Remember, folks, the reason that they call it...
Gila!
Hi.
The reason they call it a computer bug is because there was an actual bug, a cockroach, I believe, in the computer that ate through some wiring and stuff and shut it down.
Yep.
In the very early days, it was an actual bug.
I've heard that story. Yeah.
If they want to come after us, we're screwed.
They'll shut down everything electronic that we have. Ants will just.
Oh yeah, ants are great at that.
Well, the spiders will get Dave.
Doc says, leave the spiders alone. Wait there. Leave the spiders
worst
alone.
electronic thing I ever had to work on, photocopier that had shorted out and everything, and it stunk. It absolutely stunk to high heaven. So we thought a mouse or something like that crawling in. And no, it was a spider. A spider had crawling in, fused across the power supply, and that was what it stunk out an entire bank.
Well, that's what it was. That's the sort of bug that didn't chew through the wiring. It shorted the board.
Yeah.
We had
zapper.
We had a car come in. One of the requirements for EPA standards on cars is your gas tank ventilation system, that it doesn't allow the vapors to just go out into atmosphere, but they're consumed by the motor and blah, blah, blah. Some of the systems are really quite expensive to maintain and to repair. And we had this one that came in that we just fucking searched it for like days, trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with this thing. It kept throwing error codes. And it turned out to be a single spider in a tube. We have no idea how it got in a tube. It was, but it was a tube between the motor and the actual gas tank. But it got in there and it built this little web or whatever they do, and absolutely plugged it solid.
Right. Okay.
We have a Keeler and a Chad now.
We have a Keeler and a Chad.
Yeah, I wanted to get Chad's opinion on
I just want to say sorry for having to bounce just there. Very Canadian sentence. My Wi-Fi went out, so I had to go shovel the driveway.
Very good.
Oh, hey, yeah, okay.
Was there a chance at all that Chad was going to come back in here without telling us how sorry he was?
Yeah.
Right,
Oh my
just
God,
let
I
me
just
catch
did
him
too,
up.
didn't I?
On the chat.
All right, just
Okay.
even it out a little bit. There we go. Okay.
Doug says,
That's
leave the
more
spider.
American.
That's our
Bravo
American.
balance.
Leave the spiders alone. They're gorgeous creatures. Doug says Australia is fucked.
Nah, we know how to deal with insects here.
Never Again says, why would we destroy them? Without them we die. With them we die. They would kill us. Spooky says, I for one welcome our brain bug overlords. Never Again
Are we still
says
on
they
the
were
dictator
horrible.
question?
No.
No.
Wild Eden said, let's give the insects a chance at ruling the world. Harmonica Man says, I would train birds to go after the big brain and kill it. And Wild Eden says, spiders are
And
fascinating
then what do we do
creatures.
about those birds afterwards? They've got.
Well, I think we need to form a big coalition of birds, lizards, geckos, and some
Skinks.
basically some things that attack spiders.
Could you just,
be a
like,
coalition?
If
Squad.
we're having a serious insect hunt, couldn't we just like set up a really big light in the middle of the desert? They all come there, and then we just nuke it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't all come there because the brain bug would stop them. This is the point of the brain bug. Jess says, fire, burn it with all. Did I mention I have an irrational fear of spiders? Me too, and I agree.
Why don't we just make peace with them?
I've never been afraid of spiders, but then I've never had been in the vicinity of deadly spiders.
There's no such
Same.
thing as an irrational fear of spiders.
No.
Any fear of spiders is rational.
Your fear of spiders is evolutionary beneficial.
Very irrational to fear of spiders. They're evil buggers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
I don't understand these people. Brian, what's wrong with these people? Why do they have an irrational fear of spiders?
So is it possible that... Wait there, excuse me. Answer this question. Yes or no? Is it possible for a spider to kill you?
A spider,
or no?
yes.
Thank you.
Hey,
That's it.
Is it possible?
Okay, Dave.
Is it
Dave.
possible that all spiders will kill you at all times? No. So
That's
Dave.
irrelevant.
Right, Dave, it is
Hey,
possible
Dave,
for a dog
can-
to kill you, yet you own one.
Right, most people are killed by bloody horses than sharks.
Do
and yet
you
people
have a
fear
fork
sharks.
in your kitchen? Do
What?
you have a fork in your kitchen?
I've
If you have a fork in your kitchen, you already have something in your house that can kill you.
yep.
Okay.
Do you drive a car, Dave? Will people die behind the wheel of a car than get bitten by spiders and die?
Yes, I
Yeah,
totally
but
agree.
where you live.
cars don't
Not
have
where you
8
live.
legs, run fast, and are hairy.
I don't think for themselves.
So
Here's the thing.
Dave is valid in his position that because it's evolutionary beneficial for a person to see a spider or snake.
Don't enable
We
him.
haven't even they've even tested it with other primates that have never seen a snake in their life. That we have a evolutionary fear of these animals because the chances are it can kill you.
I do elephants.
It's better to assume that it can kill you, and when it can't, than to assume it can't kill you when it can. So we have this natural aversion to anything with more than 4 legs, anything with no legs.
Sure. It makes sense. It makes sense through evolution, but that doesn't mean that the fear itself is necessarily rational in each instance.
Agreed.
Well, sure. It's the same kind of fear that people, racism is essentially rooted in. It's othering people, basically saying, they're not part of
But
my
now
culture,
you're
therefore they
excuse
must be
me.
dangerous.
Right, I don't want to discuss the rationality of it right
Tribalism.
now. We're trying to discuss how we kill them.
He's speciesist.
But we don't want to. We
Caulking.
want to make peace with the giant
They
brain
don't
bug.
want to make peace. You've already done it. You've wiped out entire planets of their kind.
In fairness, if we've
Not
wiped
me
out entire planets,
personally.
if we've wiped out entire planets of their kind, then we kind of deserve what's coming to us.
So you just roll
Now-
over and take it?
No, I don't say it wasn't me. Don't blame me personally. Kill the ones involved.
So
I would be
what's the
joining
point of
the.
these-
I would be joining the spiders, the insects.
Yeah.
I
Who
would
are these-
be,
wait a minute, who do those-
I would
who do
be
these-
I would be
Point of
blaming
clarification?
the genocide of their planets solely on Dave because of his irrational fear, and will offer him his tribute, and then they'll leave us
Yes.
alone.
Here, here.
All right,
I
so
think that works.
just a quick point of clarification: are we talking about like a Starship Troopers type
That's
situation, or are
exactly
we
what we're
talking?
Yes.
talking about.
Are we
That's
talking
exactly.
more like grown terrorists? The spiders are coming, 8-legged freaks kind of situation.
We're talking Starship Troopers.
Because the 8-legged
Yeah.
freak situation is a situation.
No, so in
Okay.
other words, all these new bugs that are coming in are all that big.
No. They take control of. They're taking control of what we've got.
The brain
and-
bug comes here and controls the bugs that are on Earth. Our
I agree.
native bugs.
I agree with Wild Eden. Humans are evil, spiders are good.
So there's too much emphasis here on spiders. The spiders are not going to be the main thing. It's going to be the ants or the hymenopterans. That's what's going to be a threat. We might not even notice the other insects that have taken, because the ants will be able to do it all by themselves.
Yeah, if you've ever been bitten by a fire ant.
See, this is why I wanted to know if it was a Starship Trooper situation, because you're not talking about a Starship Trooper situation. Because, you're talking about bugs that can be stopped by caulking and feather skirting under your door. Those are two different situations. That's why I wanted to clarify.
You cannot get rid of every crack, and the massive numbers of them just overwhelm.
A large kind of
Technically
pesticide.
build a hermetically sealed room for yourself.
Like a bunker might work. Yeah, but just in like a house, you're probably not going to be able to.
Have a bunker
Well,
for
you'd
the
have
entire
to spot
population.
the brain bug.
Especially if they have termites on their side, so you're going to want something or carpenter ants, stuff that could eat your house around you eventually.
Carpenter bees.
Yeah.
Carpenter bees can dig through mortar between bricks.
Yeah, Doug just said barbecues would be a shit show. Have people not seen Phase 4? Where the ants take over.
This is a silly question, Dave, and it just shows your prejudice towards insects.
I don't mind insects. Like I said, I quite like Phase 4 where all the ants take over. It's a good film.
It's the spiders that Dave has. That's why there's
spiders.
much emphasis on the spiders. But I don't know that the
To
spiders.
be fair, you guys focused on the spiders.
No, you brought up the spiders.
No. See, the original question was taking control of all the insects. I just added in the spiders to make sure we got rid of them too.
So you put spiders in the question.
Yes, and spiders are not insects. They're
That's
arachnids.
why it's spiders and insects.
But that's okay, because they were affixed to it. So I'm kind of okay
bug's
with
a
that.
bug's a bug.
And spiders.
Can I just point out that the education jar is in serious need of topping up here?
I don't think it is.
We're just
I don't think anything we've said has been educational.
Yeah, nothing about this has been educational.
The problem with insects is that they kind of fall in the category of how birds and squirrels are in one kind called fuzzy woodland creatures.
Yes.
Insects and bugs get a bad rap. We mix them up too much. Squirrels and birds are not the same thing because they live in the forest.
Well, I'm willing to move on to the next question, mostly because otherwise...
Now
we'll
he's
be here
willing to
longer.
move on. Now he's willing to move
Oh, I've
on.
been getting told off.
And the
Right.
answer is telepathy. So
The answer is telepathy. You would use telepathy to
Sharp
stop them.
rocks.
on the brain bug, yeah.
Sharp rocks.
On the brain bug. I find it amusing how many people in the chat replace. I very specifically put brain space bug, and how many of them have replaced it with brain bug.
Yeah.
Because
I got a lot of love
Brian
in
is
the
part
chat.
of this panel, and you said it
Yeah.
that way.
And
To be
it was-
fair, this question was meant to come up yesterday, but we only managed 4 questions.
And that's what you're going to manage today.
You should
No,
make a question about each person on the panel. So,
I'll just say, you are like 90 minutes into this now. We've hardly done any questions.
There's only 2 more to go,
Right.
and one of them's a quick one.
Well, you
Well,
you
both
keep
of
on
them.
making the
Guys
mistake
are
of-
the best, Wild Eden. Yes.
in our defense, though, the questions haven't been very good today.
They've been pretty
That's
bad.
why they've
We've
gone
had
on
to
forever.
carry you today, David. It's shocking. I think he's been playing with his detachable penis too much.
That's what I get for getting up in the morning without having the questions done the night before. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most, And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.